Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm continuing on with my Dollar Tree makeup Swatch Party series. And today I am swatching all of my LA Colors, my Ioni, and my BPure blushes from Dollar Tree. So I'm super excited. I just recently did one, the first one that I did was a portion of my Dollar Tree eyeshadow collection. I will have a part 2 and maybe 3 to that, I'm not sure, but I will have that link down below. But yeah, today I'm kind of diving into some blushes, so I'm super excited. This makeup look I'm wearing will be the next video out. It's a New Year's Eve makeup look using all makeup from the Dollar Tree, and the best part is it's fairly readily available makeup from Dollar Tree. That way it should be a lot more easily accessible for people that don't get some of the fun stuff at their Dollar Trees. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. What that means is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And as always, I'll have related content linked down below in the description box, such as my first video in this series and some other stuff that you might hear throughout the video and related content. So definitely go check out some of my other content after you're done watching this video. It helps me and my channel out so very much. And also commenting and letting me know like what blushes you like, what blushes you don't like. If you have some that I don't have, you know I love talking to you all, and that engagement really helps me and my channel. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this as organized as I can, but I might fail at that at some point. So the first ones I'm going to swatch are 2 that I have by Ioni that are in the heart-shaped packages. There may even be another shade that I skipped out on, but we've got Poppy Pink and Deep Coral. And I think I've got videos using both of these at some point. Deep Coral is actually an exact dupe for NARS Orgasm X blush. I actually have that. And there's actually a couple Ioni blushes that are. So look at the pigmentation on these, y'all. The Poppy Pink is actually even brighter. Look at that, it's like a hot pink. And then the Deep Coral is it's a beautiful coral peach shade that's bright, and it's got like a little bit of a gold sheen on it. Super beautiful blushes. Ioni blushes are very pigmented. I always have to go with like a light hand. And of course, this packaging here is new from Ioni. Very Benefit or Too Faced inspired, I feel. It just doesn't get any better than that overall as far as quality and packaging. And colors, y'all, seriously. And this is some of Ioni's older blushes that when they used to come in these little cardboard containers. I don't know if they've gotten rid of this style completely in favor of the heart. This was also really nice packaging as well. And I've got 5 of these. And sometimes when they bring out their like a new collection, they will repeat some of their blush shades. So I try to go easy. I try to make sure I'm not buying like a bunch of repeats, you know. So from your right, we've got Glam Peach, which looks very similar to Poppy Pink. The one in the middle is Baby Rose. And then this one here on my far right is Stellar Pink. Then these ones here are very similar to Deep Coral. They're pretty much dupes for the NARS Orgasm X blush. So this is Pink Gold, Peach, and this is Stellar Pink. And Baby Rose is a nice, interesting shade. You don't get a shade of blush like that very often. And this is Glam Peach. This is the one I think might be similar to Poppy Pink. Let's see, we can kind of compare them. Nope. They are different. They're very similar, but Poppy Pink is a bit brighter. So there are the Ioni blush swatches. The top 5 are the ones in the cardboard packaging. Then Ioni came out with liquid blushes as well. And I've got 4 shades of those. There may be one shade that I don't have just because I didn't know if it would look good on me. And the terrible thing is only 2 of these have the shade name on them. This is soft pink and this is warm rose. And then these 2 are similar, but they're not the same. The 2 in the middle are slightly different shades, but I don't remember the shades of these. These are the first 2 that I bought. So I'm gonna swatch these. I remember being so excited when I heard that Ioni had liquid blushes. Of course, you know, LA Colors has had liquid blushes for years, but more so like in the little tubes, you know? And we'll be swatching some of those as well. So on the bottom we have Warm Rose. I love this shade for my skin tone. Then we have Soft Pink. Then we've got the one that looks similar in the container, but you can see it's a little bit darker. And then the top one here is that very, very bright coral with the blue cap. That was the liquid blush that taught me how to put on liquid blush, where you put it on the back of your hand. I had a Dollar Diva give me that tip, and now I'm able to blend it out so much better. But there was a learning curve. But see, just look how gorgeous, how pigmented. Super pigmented. Just because you get them at the Dollar Tree doesn't mean they are not pigmented, y'all. Let me tell you. Then the last blush I have from Ioni is actually a cream stick blush. This is in Cinnamon Rose, and I have had this in my work makeup bag. I think they have another shade. It was something I didn't buy because it didn't seem like it was going to fit my skin tone. But I've been loving this shade. I recently showed you my current stage makeup routine, and this has been in it. So what I do is I like to put it on the back of my hand. With all of these liquid and cream blushes, I'll take either a stippling brush or a damp beauty blender and blot it on the back of my hand and then put it on. And this shade here is just an absolutely, it's like almost like a brick shade. And it's so beautiful. It really, for my skin tone, it looks like a lit from within type of a glow. Absolutely stunning. So now I'm going on to BPure. And BPure really knocked it out of the park this year because they came out with some like dupes for some luxury and high-end products. The first one being from BColor. BColor, BPure, they're the same company. This is the liquid blush in powder pink. Best of my knowledge, they only have this one shade. And this is supposed to be a dupe for Rare Beauty. This is one of my favorite liquid blushes that I have in my collection. There we go, just a really beautiful pink color. Deep enough for some darker skin tones, yet if you go light enough, you can make it work on even lighter skin tones. And then of course, y'all, they're dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury wands. And this is the two shades they came out with. They're the Glow Up Blush with hyaluronic acid. You've got Rose Gold and Ballerina. I've used both of these in a video. Ballerina is not the best. See, they have these little puffs on them too. I took some of mine off because I like to put it on the back of my hand. It's just easier without that. Ballerina is not the best shade for me. My skin's just a little bit, it's just not the best shade for my skin tone. But if you're light skin toned or like pale or you have like cool undertones, Ballerina would be beautiful on your skin tone. But for me, Rose Gold is the better one. And there's really actually no gold in it. It doesn't have any kind of a shimmer in it. So there are the two shades. You can see how Ballerina doesn't really look good on me. But this one here, again, very pigmented, as you can tell. But they blend out like really, really nice. They're not scary once you just learn how to, so you can kind of blend it out more. Not scary once you learn how to like blend them out. It was definitely a learning curve with some of these liquid blush products for me, but now I've got a good handle on it. And then here are a couple of their powder blushes from the Essentially Ageless line. I don't know the shades on these because they don't have them on the packaging. I've even got one that's like a pink, but I haven't used it yet on my channel, so I'm gonna just keep it in my new makeup bin. But we have they're kind of peachy colors. This one here is a little bit more bright, and this one here is a little bit more muted. Again, really nice blushes. There's the swatches of them. You can see where the one right there is a little bit brighter, and the one on the top is a little bit more of like a muted peach. Both really, really lovely. Then BPure came out with their cherry collection where they had the eyeshadow quad, a lip gloss, and they had this little like highlighting blush. And it smells like cherries, and so you get this pink matte blush, and then you've got this little highlighter in it. So the nicest thing to do is like swirl it. I don't know if we'll be able to achieve what I want in a swatch, but I'll have the video linked down below where I use this, whole collection. But there you go. It's got a little bit more of the highlighter in it when I just swatch it with my finger. But when it goes on the skin, it actually leaves a really beautiful finish. It's just a little bit shimmery. It's not quite as like a white of a cast as that. It's just hard to swatch it. I guess I can kind of just try to swatch the blush. There's the blush kind of on its own a little bit more. So yeah, when you take a brush and swirl it, it relieves a really nice effect on the skin. Like I said, I'll put my video down there where I use that collection. You'll get to see. And then the last things for BPure is they came out with, these are dupes for the Tower 28 cream blushes. Again, I don't know the shade names, but they came out with two different cream blushes. This is from their Clean Beauty line. I'm actually wearing their lip jelly right now. And they came out with lipsticks as well and foundation. So of course you have a more muted shade and then you have a brighter shade. So the brighter shade is on top and the more muted shade is on the bottom. Again, they blend out really nice. Like there's like a swatch of it, but really it's gonna end up muting down to something more like that. So really nice cream blushes. So on the back it says it's a lip color and a cream blush duo, so you can use it for your lips as well. So now the rest that I have are from LA Colors because LA Colors has been at this for a minute. They've got all kinds of products. So something that you've seen for years, I think this has undergone a couple different packaging changes. They only have one shade to the best of my knowledge. It is the LA Colors All-in-One Lipstick, Blush, and Eyeshadow Stick. This is in pink satin. This is an older packaging. I think their newer packaging might be like more of like a mauve. I think it's been white before. This has been around forever, so you can use this again on your eyes, lips, and cheeks. And it's a slightly shimmery fuchsia color. It kind of has an old school makeup smell. And it's really not a terrible product for $1.25. And again, you've seen this a million times. Then these are probably from about maybe 4 years ago. I think I got the highlighter and the bronzer, and I also got the blushes. This is the LA Colors Blush Rush. This is in Fresh Glow, and this is just a hint. So what they are, these like tri-colored pots. They're a little shimmery. Some people would use these as eyeshadows. I have a highlighter as well. And so you can use the colors individually, or you can swirl them around and get like one shade. So the one on the bottom is kind of like this apricot kind of bronzy shade, and the one on top here is a little bit more of a pinkish shade. So a really clever little multi-use pot. Like I said, I actually, in my work makeup bag, I actually have the highlighter that I'm almost done with right now. So you might remember those from years ago. I think they even had eyeshadows too. This was like a spring collection thing from LA Colors, like I said, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Then another spring collection that they had these blush sticks. I also have a highlighter as well. In fact, I just did a Christmas makeup look. I'll have it linked down below where I used the highlighter. And this is a blush. I think they had a couple different shades, but I only got like one of each. I got a highlighter, and then this is the shade Flushed. So it's kind of like the Ioni product. It's just this stick product here. And again, I like to put it on the back of my hand and then kind of blend it out. This is really very much a kind of soft pink shade. Then this year, LA Colors came out with their purple capped products, liquid shadows, liquid bronzers, liquid highlighters, and liquid blushes. I think I bought both of the shades they had. This is called Too Cheeky. We got Allure on the top and Love Trap on the bottom, and they're on these little doe foots. This whole collection was just absolute like chef's kiss. Their liquid shadows especially. They also had 2 highlighter shades, and they had a matte bronzer. So here are the 2 shades kind of blended out. I forgot how much I really like this shade right here. Kind of a little cinnamony. There you go. People really have loved those purple cap products this year. Like all my Dollar Divas that have found those purple cap products have loved them this year. Then you have their classic blushes. This is the old packaging. They used to be white, but they've got 5 shades, and they still make these, but what they did was they repackaged them into more of this mauve type of packaging. These are actually 2 new shades. They actually had 3 new shades, but one of them was just like way light for my skin tone, so I passed on it. So these are the new shades. I'm actually wearing this one right here, Peony Perfect, right now, and then this is Creamsicle. Creamsicle has been in my makeup bag. So this is actually, Creamsicle has actually been in my work bag. It is a stunningly beautiful shade, y'all. And the Peony Perfect is on the bottom. Look at that Creamsicle shade. It's got a little shimmer in it, nothing crazy, but these are 2 new beautiful shades. These blushes are so, so good. I say it all the time, but if you can't find some of the other fancier stuff, you don't need to look any further than these LA Colors singles. Then we've got, this one here is Peach Rose, and this is Berry Plum. I think there might be one that I'm missing called Toasted that for whatever reason I don't have it in my collection at the moment, but it's kind of a spice shade. This here is Pink Blush, and this is Sweet Cheeks, and this right here is Spice. Like I said, I think I'm missing Toasted. So here you go, all 5 of the shades, they're all different. This one has a little bit of like a glitter in it. It's very reminiscent of NARS Super Orgasm that they used to make years ago. This one here I just recently used in a goth look because I didn't want too much color on my cheeks, but other than that I don't really reach for it. Then this one here I recently did a full face of like berry colored makeup, like a monochromatic look, and I used that here recently. Super pretty. See, I mean, they have got you covered, y'all. They've got everything you could want. A little something for every skin tone as well. That plum would be really great on deeper skin tones, and of course that one in the middle there would be great for, of course, your lighter skin tones, and then everything in between. And then again, another spring collection, they had a bunch of liquid blushes. And then this year they came out with more blushes in a spring collection, and I got like another shade as well. So these are all those cream gel blushes that are in the tubes. This one here is Perfectly Pinched. This one here is called Hypnotized. This one here is called Hypnotized. This one here is called Admirable. Probably better for cooler skin tones. This one here is Tainted Love. Again, probably not the best for my skin tone, but would be nice for cooler, lighter skin tones. Then I just use this one in my Christmas makeup look. This is from a spring collection this year, and this is in the shade Rose Garden. Then the last ones I have are LA Colors powdered blushes from different collections from over the years. So this one here is from the Beauty Through the Decades collection. This was out maybe 4 or so years ago. So that right there is the shade Groovy. It's got a little shimmer in it. Then I've got 3 blushes from the Tropical Bloom collection. These came out this year. I bought all 3 shades that they had. This one right here is, so on the bottom, that is Sun Up. That next one down is a Bloom. Then this one, then the one on the bottom there is Gazing. Then next I've got 2 from the Nude Glam collection. This was probably about 3 years ago. That one there on the bottom is Peachy Keen. And then we have the shade Sultry. Then the last 2 that I have are from the Just Vibin' collection that also came out this spring. We've got one here that's like a bright pop of pink. That is called Text Me. Then one of my favorites, last but not least, it's this kind of peachy shade. This is in XOXO. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see me swatch all my BPure, Ioni, and LA Colors blushes from the Dollar Tree. There's definitely a lot to choose from. Dollar Tree doesn't leave much to be desired when it comes to blush. There's some things they don't like thrive at or excel at, but blush is not one of them. Like I said, some of the LA Colors ones are some of my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, show me you did by hitting the like button. Let me know what shades you have or like, or which ones out of these brands that you have that I don't have. I always enjoy talking to you all. Definitely check out my related content in the description box. Binge watching my other content helps me and my channel out so much, as well as commenting and talking to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.